Comprehensive immigration reform is something that I've worked on extensively. 2 years ago, we were able to get a bill out of the Senate. I was one of a group of senators that helped to move it through, but it died in the House this year because it was used as a political football instead of a way of solving a problem. Nothing happened. And so there are a couple of things that I would just add to what Senator Clinton said. Number one, it is absolutely critical that we tone down the rhetoric when it comes to the immigration debate, because there has been an undertone that has been ugly. Oftentimes, it has been directed at the Hispanic community. We have seen hate crimes skyrocket in the wake of the immigration debate as it's been conducted in Washington, and that is unacceptable. We are a nation of laws and we are a nation of immigrants, and we can reconcile those two things. So we need comprehensive reform. We need comprehensive reform, and that means stronger border security. It means that we are cracking down on employers that are taking advantage of undocumented workers because they can't complain if they're not paid a minimum wage. They can't complain if they're not getting overtime. Worker safety laws are not being observed. We have to crack down on those employers, although we also have to make sure that we do it in a way that doesn't lead to people with Spanish surnames being discriminated against. So there's got to be a safeguard there. We have to require that undocumented workers who are provided a pathway to citizenship not only learn English, pay back taxes, and pay a significant fine, but also that they're going to the back of the line so that they're not getting citizenship before those who have applied legally. Which raises two last points. Number one, it is important that we fix the legal immigration system, because right now we've got a backlog that means years for people to apply legally. And what's worse is we keep on increasing the fees so that if you've got a hard-working immigrant family, they've got to hire a lawyer, they've got to pay thousands of dollars in fees, they just can't afford it. And it's discriminatory against people who have good character, we should want in this country, but don't have the money. So we've got to fix that. The second thing is we have to improve our relationship with Mexico and work with the Mexican government so that their economy is producing jobs on that side of the border. And the problem that we have is that we have had an administration that came in promising all sorts of leadership on creating a U.S.-Mexican relationship, and frankly, President Bush dropped the ball. He has been so obsessed with Iraq that we have not seen the kinds of outreach and cooperative work that would ensure that the Mexican economy is working not just for the very wealthy in Mexico, but for all people, and that's a policy that I'm going to change when I'm president of the United States.